Hey, I'm just back from a great holiday vacation with the family and wanted to share something really compelling. So there's nothing as special as bringing your adult kids together, and certainly bringing them to an isolated place where you just focus on relationships is truly something very, very special. Of course, on the flip side of that equation, though, bringing your adult children together, in my opinion, is really what embracing diversity is all about. Real quickly, Cody's 28 years old in IT, Jenny's 28 in public health. Logan is an engineering student at 26 years old, and Maddie's 22 years old, pursuing speech pathology. And collectively as a group, they certainly add up to, they fit that millennial profile very well. And one of the really interesting statistics that are out there is 51% of millennials oppose capitalism. So of course, as spirits start flowing and we stay up late into the night of the conversations, their depth of conviction comes through very strong. And of course, because the family element of things, gloves come off, and the debates start as we roll into politics and economics as the topic late into the evening. And I did my very best fighting for free trade and capitalism. I did my very best Milton Friedman imitation for those of you that like following various different economists. In that, really, in the only time in history where countries that have really escaped the grinding poverty have done it in free trade and capitalistic type environments. And of course, the millennials, they put up a tough fight and they fought back. But I got to tell you, the hardest blow that was delivered was by Paul Tudor Jones. Paul Tudor Jones, $4 or $5 billion, 100% self-made hedge fund manager in Wall Street, has started a new fund, and it's called Just Capital. And Just Capital has an interesting investment thesis. Their investment thesis is that they evaluate companies based on what the American public feels are important. And number one on that list is how they treat their people. So if you take a look, I include the link here, justcapital.com, you can take a look at all the different tactics that they look at to profile these businesses. And if you notice, none of them are economic. There's not a return on net equity. There's not an EBITDA. Nothing is financial. It's strictly based on how they treat their people, their community involvement, on these other more socially conscious type ventures. The other thing to remember is that the companies here, as you look on the list, the companies that are being evaluated are Microsoft, Apple, Caterpillar, Procter & Gamble. These are the core American businesses. And by the way, this is not something that's going to happen. This has already happened. These businesses have already shifted their strategies towards being focused on the number one thing. How they treat their people is because they know their ability to recruit and attract talent is going to be their defining edge as they look to compete out there in today's world. So check out the video link of Andrew Sorkin from CNBC interviewing Paul Tudor Jones. I think it'll be really enlightening for you as you look to evaluate what your recruiting strategy is in 2019. Cody, 28 years old, web developer. Oh, by the way, he's with his second year with the same company. Informed me that now, because he's in the second year, he's earned 4 weeks of vacation. So there's new standards out there. It's important to recognize that in 2012, we had an 8.3% unemployment rate. Today, in most of our larger cities, our unemployment rate's at 3%. That's a 64% difference of the number of people that are out there looking for work. So really, think about what your benefit packages are. Think about what the steps that you're doing as an organization to really be aggressively putting your best foot forward to compete for the top talent that's out there.